What if I told you there is an energy inside you so powerful that entire civilizations considered it sacred? A force so creative, so magnetic, so transformative that ancient masters guarded its secrets under lock and key. What if you discovered that this energy is not found in distant temples, does not require complicated rituals, but is pulsing right now at the center of your body, waiting to be awakened? Most people waste this force every single day. They let it leak away without purpose, through unconscious impulses, or worse, they believe it is something dirty, shameful, something that must be repressed. But the truth the sages always knew is this: the sexual energy you carry is not merely biological. It is the very essence of universal creation. The same force that generates life can manifest absolutely anything you desire. And when you learn to consciously transmute it, there is nothing you cannot create. Before we continue, go to the comments and write, "I transmute my sexual energy into creative, manifesting power." By writing this, you are activating a specific frequency within your body. You are declaring to the quantum field that you are ready to awaken this dormant force. This simple action already initiates the process of transmutation. Go do it now. To understand the true power of this, we need to dive into the work of Jacobo Grinberg. A brilliant Mexican neurophysiologist, Grinberg went beyond the limits of traditional science. He investigated shamans, energy healers, and ancient spiritual traditions. And what he discovered shook the very foundations of reality. Grinberg proposed the neuronal field theory, demonstrating that the world you perceive is not objective. The reality you experience is a continuous projection of your own mental and energetic structure. Each person lives in a unique universe, shaped by their beliefs, emotions, and most importantly, by the energy circulating in their body. Grinberg discovered that the subconscious accepts as truth anything that is felt with intense emotion. And here is the key: sexual energy is the most intense emotional force available. When you learn to access it and direct it toward elevated states, you gain direct access to the mechanism that reprograms reality. The idea that reality is solid and fixed is the greatest illusion. What if the universe functions as an infinite ocean of quantum possibilities, where what you focus on and feel intensely is what materializes? Grinberg proposed that there is a universal field of information containing all possible versions of reality. Your mind, by interacting with this field through emotional energy, selects which reality you experience. This explains why two people in the same place experience completely different worlds. One sees miracles, the other sees only problems. It is not luck. It is vibrational frequency determined by the dominant energy in the body. Quantum physics confirmed something extraordinary. Subatomic particles exist in multiple states until they are observed. Consciousness literally shapes matter, and sexual energy is the most concentrated form of creative consciousness available to you right now. If you feel something moving inside your body, an energy activating, that is the sign you are ready. Subscribe now and turn on notifications to continue receiving this sacred knowledge. Leave a like as a way to amplify this frequency. And write in the comments what the first thing is that you will manifest using the conscious transmutation of your sexual energy. This act of declaring is the first step of materialization. More than 90% of life is driven by the subconscious. While you believe you are in control, there is an invisible operating system shaping your perceptions and building your reality second by second. This subconscious is a living archive of everything you have lived, felt, and believed. Through these emotional recordings, it creates filters that determine what you perceive, how you interpret situations, and what you consider possible. There is a structure called the reticular activating system that filters millions of bits of information every second, deciding what deserves your attention. And the RAS obeys what the subconscious considers important. But these beliefs can be completely reprogrammed through transmuted sexual energy. If deep in the subconscious there is a belief that money is difficult, the RAS will filter out financial opportunities. You will not notice that brilliant idea, that profitable invitation, that conversation that could change everything. If you carry the belief that you are not worthy of love, your brain will focus only on signs of rejection and ignore every display of affection. That is why people repeat the same patterns for decades, the same toxic relationships, the same financial struggles. Not because fate is cruel, but because the subconscious is recreating the same reality, obeying an emotional program that was never questioned. But when you access the power of transmuted sexual energy, everything can be rewritten. Sexual energy is not just a biological impulse. Taoists called this force Jing, the primordial vital essence. Hindu yogis know it as Kundalini, the serpent of fire at the base of the spine. Alchemists called it the secret fire, capable of turning lead into gold. They were all talking about the same thing. Sexual energy is the most concentrated creative force in the universe manifested in the human body. It is the same energy that creates life. The same force that can generate a human being can generate absolutely anything. Abundance, relationships, health, opportunities. The difference lies in one thing only: conscious direction. Most people allow this energy to leak constantly through unconscious ejaculation, compulsive masturbation, scattered fantasies, addictions. Every time you let this energy leak without purpose, you are wasting the fuel of manifestation. But when you learn to conserve it, to feel it accumulating in the body, to raise it along the spine and direct it toward higher mental states, you access incomparable creative power. You become a living generator of realities. Every time you ejaculate or allow the energy to leak, you are not just releasing fluids, you are releasing concentrated life force, pure creative power. Taoists taught that this loss leads to premature aging, lack of vitality, loss of mental clarity, and weakening of manifesting power. But when you learn sexual transmutation, everything changes. Instead of letting the energy descend and leak, you consciously guide it upward. You feel it rising along the spine like a wave of heat, vibration, pure electricity. This energy rises to the brain, activating dormant neural centers, expanding consciousness, and creating an emotional state so elevated that the subconscious instantly accepts any suggestion as absolute truth. This is the secret the masters hid. This is the power you were taught to fear. Because a person who masters their sexual energy becomes unstoppable. You do not change deep beliefs with logic alone or weak affirmation. The subconscious only accepts new programming through intense emotion. And there is no emotion more intense than activated sexual energy. When you combine clear visualization with transmuted sexual energy, you create a mental reprogramming bomb. The subconscious has no choice but to accept it. That is why all mystical traditions taught sexual transmutation as the foundation of transformation. Napoleon Hill dedicated an entire chapter to what he called the mystery of sexual transmutation, revealing that nearly all great achievers learned to channel sexual energy into creativity, determination, and manifesting power. Men who conserved this energy developed irresistible magnetism, superior mental clarity, and accelerated manifestation ability. This is not about forced celibacy or repression. It is about conscious use of this sacred force. There is a state that can only be accessed when you combine elevated sexual energy with clear intention. It is the God state, or supreme creative state. In this state, you are not asking or wishing, you are declaring, affirming, feeling with every fiber that it is already real. There is no doubt, no effort, only absolute certainty vibrating at maximum frequency. Jesus said, "Whatever you ask for, believe that you have already received it and it will be yours." Notice, already received. Past tense. Neville Goddard taught that the secret is to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Jacobo Grinberg saw this as altering the neuronal field by incorporating a new perceptual structure. When you enter this God state fueled by transmuted sexual energy, you change the vibrational structure of the mind to reflect the world you wish to inhabit. And the universe responds as a perfect mirror. How do you access this state? First, conserve sexual energy. Stop wasting it compulsively. If you are a man, practice conscious retention. Every time you feel an impulse, breathe deeply and visualize the energy rising along the spine. Feel it as a wave of heat, electric vibration moving from the perineum to the top of the head. If you are a woman, practice non-dispersive orgasms, where the energy is felt but contained and elevated internally. Over time, this builds an immense reservoir of creative power in the body. You will feel more energy, greater mental clarity, and stronger personal magnetism. But the true power comes when you use this accumulated energy intentionally. And there is a specific moment when this technique becomes devastatingly effective. The 60 seconds before falling asleep. There is a specific brain state in the transition between wakefulness and sleep called the hypnagogic state. The brain leaves beta waves and enters alpha and theta. These are the same frequencies you had as a child, when you absorbed everything as absolute truth without filters. In this state, the conscious mind shuts down and the subconscious is fully exposed, receptive to any emotionally charged suggestion. Grinberg recognized this space as a dimensional gap, a portal where reality can be shaped directly. Neville Goddard taught that the mind, as it falls asleep, accepts as universal law whatever is intensely felt. What you imprint on the subconscious before sleep shapes the reality you encounter upon waking. And when you combine this state with transmuted sexual energy, you have the most powerful mental reprogramming combination that exists. Now I will teach you the exact protocol of the 60-second technique. First, during the day, practice conserving sexual energy. Avoid leaks. Every time you feel arousal, breathe deeply and visualize the energy rising. This accumulates power. Second, when night comes and you are about to sleep, turn off all devices. Lie down comfortably. Breathe deeply and slowly 5 times, feeling your body fully relax. Close your eyes. Now begin to consciously awaken sexual energy. You do not need to do anything physical. Simply focus your attention on the center of the body, the genital and perineum area. Feel the energy there. With focused attention, it begins to awaken. You will feel tingling, heat, vibration. Allow the sensation to grow. Breathe into it. Then, using only mental intention and breath, begin to guide this energy upward. Visualize it as golden light, electric energy, liquid fire rising along the spine. Feel it moving vertebra by vertebra, passing through the sacral, lumbar, thoracic, cervical regions, all the way to the top of the head. When the energy reaches the brain, you will experience expansion, clarity, immense power. Your entire body will be vibrating at a high frequency. In this state of elevated sexual energy and expanded consciousness, fully enter the feeling of the reality you wish to manifest. Do not think about it from a distance. Feel as if you are living it now. If you desire financial abundance, feel the security, freedom, and peace of already having abundant money. See your bank account with the desired numbers. Feel the texture of the clothes you wear in this new reality. Hear the conversations you have. Notice the places you are in. Make it as vivid as possible. While maintaining this intensely emotional visualization fueled by sexual energy, ask a powerful question to the subconscious. Not to get a logical answer, but to install a deep command. Examples. How did my sexual energy bring me so much abundance so quickly? Why did sexual transmutation make manifestation so natural for me? What happened that allowed my creative energy to generate such perfect results? Feel the question reverberating in the energized body. Then fall asleep completely immersed in this vibration. Do not break the state. Do not pick up your phone. Do not let the mind wander. Simply slide into sleep, maintaining the feeling, the elevated energy, the clear visualization. When you fall asleep in this state of transmuted sexual energy and elevated emotion, the subconscious works all night reorganizing your perceptual filters, reconfiguring deep beliefs, and preparing you to attract the reality you just programmed. Manifestation through transmuted sexual energy does not follow linear time. When you master this technique and enter total alignment, dramatic changes can happen at surprising speed, even within the next 24 hours. Manifesting quickly does not mean creating something from nothing. It means tuning into a quantum timeline where it already exists. Quantum physics has shown that multiple realities coexist. When you radically change your frequency through elevated sexual energy, you are changing stations, accessing a parallel version where what you desire is already present. The first step is to completely abandon desperation. Wanting with anxiety sends a signal of lack to the quantum field, and the universe responds by mirroring more scarcity. When you use transmuted sexual energy to enter a state of power and certainty, acting as someone who already has, reality has no choice but to accelerate. Signs begin to appear quickly. First, internal changes, more vital energy, superior mental clarity, increased personal magnetism. This is conserved sexual energy radiating. Then, external synchronicities begin. An unexpected message from someone important. A casual meeting that opens an unknown door. A brilliant idea appears out of nowhere. Numbers repeat. Songs say exactly what you need to hear. These are signs that the field is reorganizing. When you recognize each sign and celebrate it with gratitude, you exponentially amplify the speed of manifestation. Act as someone who already lives the new reality. If you desire prosperity, treat money with respect. If you desire love, treat yourself with the care you expect to receive. Coherent action consolidates the new identity. And there is one final element: surrender to the flow. When you manifest using transmuted sexual energy, the how and when are not your responsibility. They belong to the infinite intelligence of life. Release control completely. Allow yourself to be surprised by unexpected paths. Trust that the best outcome is unfolding. Tonight, by applying the complete sexual transmutation technique in the 60 seconds before sleep, you initiate a deep energetic transformation. And if you maintain this practice with discipline, faith, and openness, within the next 24 hours, something will visibly change. A sign will come, a door will open. Because the universe cannot resist a focused, elevated, transmuted sexual energy field. Now that you understand the transformative power of sexual energy, how to transmute it, how to use the hypnagogic state, and how to manifest through this force, it is time to apply it. Knowledge without practice is useless. Tonight, commit to 60 sacred seconds. Turn everything off. Lie down. Breathe 5 times. Enter silence. Awaken sexual energy. Raise it along the spine to the top of the head. Enter the expanded state. Feel yourself already living the reality of your dreams. And ask with authority, how did my transmuted sexual energy manifest this so perfectly? Feel the answer vibrating in every cell and fall asleep immersed in that frequency. Do not break the state. Tomorrow observe. Something has changed. A sign has arrived. Recognize it and give thanks. If this knowledge awakened a force within you, subscribe now and turn on notifications. Share this video with someone who needs to remember that they carry the most powerful creative force in the universe. And go to the comments and declare, I am the master of my sexual energy and the conscious creator of my reality. The power is in your hands. The energy is in your body. The universe awaits your command. Use this sacred force wisely and witness how quickly your life can transform when you awaken the dormant creative power within you.